My name is Mark Kleiman. I'm one of the lawyers supporting student activists around the country and especially at UCLA.
And there's an attack not just on students. The mayor of Newark was arrested for going apparently to an immigration concentration camp they want to set up in Newark. What is the state for democratic rights in this country at this point? Because it seems like we don't have democratic rights under the present government.
It is more dangerous than anything I've seen in 50 years of political activism. What happened with the mayor, as an example, he was on city property in his own city when the ICE cops came out of their compound, grabbed him, and arrested him. He wasn't even trespassing at the time. He had gone in with people who they had let in. A couple of elected members of Congress got forced out and was standing there and arguing with them on city property when they came and got him. It is such blatant intimidation. You've probably seen the judges who have been arrested as well. And now you've got Gauleiter Stephen Miller, talking about revoking habeas corpus, supposedly just on immigration grounds. That's just the tip of their spear. They want to revoke it for all of us. They want to be able to lock anybody up unchallenged.
And the Democrats have said that they're against this, but it seems like what is going to stop this? I mean, in their educationals, their campaigns, what do you think is the solution?
Okay, well, first of all, the Democrats have said they are against it, but you've got to realize the Democrats laid the groundwork for all of this. The Democrats were part of a nearly unanimous Congress that passed FISA back in 2001. And the Democrats have systematically supported every law and extension of law that would further aid this repression. When you look at what happened at UCLA last year, everybody's up in arms about it. Democratic president, Democratic governor, Democratic mayor of Los Angeles, and it happened to us anyway. Don't believe their hype for a second that this is somehow some new advent of problem because of Trump. It's a question of degree, not kind. Frankly, it's nice and a relief to see some few judges standing up to this. But I'm a believer in Lenny Bruce's observation. At one point, he got arrested for obscenity, comes out of the courtroom, and his remark was, I'm in the Hall of Justice, and the only justice is in the halls. The change that's going to come and the pushback is going to come from people in the streets saying no and making it impossible to enforce fascist rule here.
And in the UCLA case, you have a situation where wealthy people helped to contribute to this assault, this physical assault. Was there a conspiracy really between the Zionists, the police, the Democratic Party politicians? Because it seems if I spent money to organize a violent attack on some people, it would seem that would be a little bit criminally problematic.
Well, it all depends who you're attacking. If you're attacking us, if you're attacking people of color, if you're attacking labor organizers, yeah, you'll probably get a pass.
Or you're doing an insurrection.
Yeah, that, yes. We believe that there was absolutely complicity, and we know we can show that right now. We're looking forward to using this case as a vehicle to unmask the conspiracy. Right now, students got arrested for putting up 2 poles holding up a bed sheet to show a movie. It's an illegal structure on campus. The Zionists brought a goddamn jumbotron onto campus, supposedly unpermitted, but it was allowed to stay there for 3 days. Somebody gave them a rally permit, so they were this close to the encampment. You know how big UCLA is? 420 acres. They could have been put in a lot of places had, if they'd wanted it, an actually peaceful, public, non-confrontational rally, and that would have been the end of it. So, UCLA complicity with this is the least part of it. Remember that one of the vice chair of the Board of Regents, Jay Suras, actually sat at a regents meeting with a rifle cartridge on his desk and table saying, these people have to be stopped and all options are on the table, with a rifle cartridge on his desk. What is he threatening and what is he endorsing? He's endorsing the same people who beat the crap out of these kids and out of the school workers. And with all of this, only one person has been charged, which is, it's giving them a green light for lynch mobs.
And this conference today, UC People's Tribunal on Palestine, has shown that these regents are not only carrying out these actions against protesters, Palestinian supporters, but also have been profiting economically in the development and exploitation of California and taking lands from people in California, farmers, union busting.
Yeah, that part hasn't changed. The regents, sitting on the Board of Regents has always been a political gift for people who are politically influential and friends of the governor. That's how you get there. What has changed is the degree to which it's become brazen. You now have the regents as a university body investing directly in companies owned by or by individual regents. It's a level of graft and grift that I had not seen before. And
So this is following up on what Trump is doing in his family. Would you say that there's a comparison?
I would say there is a comparison. Newsom, what can you? He was married to somebody who later, or one of his girlfriends was married to or engaged to one of the Trump boys. That tells you everything you need to know about this governor, I would say. I'm not a great believer in guilt by association, but in this case, I will make an exception. Newsom has shed in the last 12 months any semblance of being a progressive as he moves steadily to the right to court the kind of money it's going to take for him to run for president.
And the rise of the techno-fascists, many of whom were based in California and from South Africa, their view is that we don't want and need a democracy. We need a dictatorship. And Newsom inviting Bannon to his show, Charlie Kirk. Is this an expression of the fact that more and more Democratic politicians and Republican politicians are going towards that direction?
As this country gets deeper and deeper into an economic crisis, it's going to go in one of two directions. Right now, that direction is toward a fascist state. What is the only thing that is going to move it to another direction is people being willing to recognize that the Democrats are not their friends, have never been their friends, and are not going to become their friends in the foreseeable future until we're able to exercise real power over them.